Welcome to the Defeat the Drama podcast, where you'll learn tips, tricks, and strategies to help you gain clarity, find purpose, live boldly, and defeat the drama in leadership and life. Host Kirsten E. Ross is known to many as the drama-free queen. She is the undisputed expert of transformation. She'll move you from resigned, resentful, and overwhelmed to focused, engaged, and empowered.
Welcome to the Defeat the Drama podcast. I'm Kirsten Ross, your host, and this is episode number 9. Today's topic is perspective. You know, often in life, we can't control the things that happen to us, but what we can control is our perspective. So the way we choose to look at something can create drama, frustration, overwhelm, disappointment, make us feel like a victim, or the way we look at something can make us feel empowered and happy and encouraged. I've always shared a couple of just quick illustrations of perspective, and I'm going to do that now. So one day I was in my office and I was walking down the hall and it was very dark. I almost couldn't see where I was going. And I kept thinking, oh my gosh, I hope I get to the end of this hall soon. I hadn't ever remembered the hallway being as dark as it was. I think it was early in the morning. But then I turned around, and from behind me, down an adjacent hallway, there was light. And I just thought to myself, wow, look how close I was to really being able to see. So facing one direction, I was in the dark. Turning just slightly, and I could see. Very often in life, our different perspective, possibly a better perspective, a new perspective at least, is right there at our fingertips. It's there and available if we choose to search for it. Another illustration is if you think about when you're walking in a forest. If you only look down at your feet, what do you see? A lot of times there's dirt and mud and leaves that have fallen in the fall, and they're starting to rot and they look kind of yucky, and there might be sticks and maybe frogs and a snake. I actually saw a copperhead snake not too long ago when we were on a hike. But so the forest can have this very kind of scary or dirty feel if you're only looking down. But shift your focus up, and suddenly you see the beautiful sun coming through the leaves and glinting, and you know, the green of the leaves, and some of them are kind of transparent and translucent, and the sun's coming through them, and again, it's just a whole different experience. You have a different feeling. And how often is that in life, where a situation that's happening to us, we can look at it and feel like a victim, or feel disappointed or frustrated or angry, or we can decide to say, I feel empowered. I'm going to look to see where I can make an impact here, or I'm going to look in the good of the situation by choosing a different perspective. So up until now, those have been the little illustrative stories I've used to talk about perspective. But I recently learned about a world-class athlete who had an accident, who is absolutely giving the perfect illustration, living out the perfect illustration of choosing an empowered perspective in a very difficult situation. So Amy Van Dyken-Rouen won 4 gold medals in the 1996 Olympics. She was a swimmer. So that was in Atlanta. And then she won 2 more medals in the 2000 Olympics in Sydney. In 2008, she was inducted into the U.S. Olympic Hall of Fame. So I think it's clearly we can call her a world-class athlete and mean it. So think of the physicality of that, all of her accomplishments. She has relied on her body not just to function, but to function top-notch. Well, on June 6th, of 2014, she was in an ATV accident that has left her paralyzed from the waist down. She's still recovering. She's coping with daily pain, grueling physical therapy. She has to relearn how to do everything. They recently interviewed her as they were loading her into an ambulance, and then from the ambulance to a plane to take her to a new physical therapy place in another state. And you know the words that she used to describe her situation? She used words like awesome, thankful, and amazing. Why? Because she almost wasn't here at all. She's chosen to choose a frame of reference that helps her be positive. There is so much that she lost in that accident. She could be bitter and frustrated and disappointed and angry and feeling like giving up. She no longer has use of those legs that used to move her through the water effortlessly. Well, it probably wasn't effortlessly. Looked effortlessly. But instead, she's choosing to say and focus on not what she's lost, but what she still has. They shared during the interview that as they wheeled her into surgery, the doctor said, "We don't know if you're going to make it. You need to say your goodbyes." And she had to say goodbye to her husband. And during that goodbye, she encouraged him to live his life and go on and date and have a long, healthy, prosperous, happy life. Can you imagine everything that she lost? The courage. Talk about making sure that you create a positive focus and have a positive perspective. So what she says now is every day you take a breath is a blessing. She's actually calling her new situation a rebirth. So she's saying, I get to start a new life. So think about that. Think about what she's going through now. And that she's choosing to have a positive attitude. And she knows that that positive attitude will help her do more and be more in her future. Picture what her life would be like if she was bitter. She could still heal, but her healing is going to contain more joy, more tenacity from a place of positive. So where in your business, where in your life are you choosing a perspective that creates frustration, disappointment, overwhelm, anger, bitterness? And in what way can you shift your focus right now? I mean, that's the beauty of this. This is an immediate transformation. This isn't I'll think about it for a few weeks and maybe in 8 months, all things will be different. A new perspective is available for you right now in this very moment. So I encourage you to think about that current situation that you're struggling with, that you're thinking in a negative way, that you're feeling down and discouraged, and think about where you can empower yourself. In what areas do you have control? Sometimes it only is control of our perspective, how we choose to see the situation. Try on a new perspective for size. See if you can gain some energy, gain some momentum, find some tenacity, and really make a positive difference. Defeat some drama. So thank you for listening. That's it for today. In the meantime, don't let anyone steal your joy or zap your energy. Let's defeat the drama now. If you found value in this podcast, please subscribe. You can go to my website, defeatthedrama.com, click on the podcast site, subscribe right from there. You can also submit your current drama challenge. I'll be responding to those individually. I'll be providing customized solutions on the podcast. And also share. If other people you know could benefit from what you heard here, let them know. Thank you so much. I look forward to speaking with you soon.